Hello. How can I help you?
Yes, hello, would you be Inspector Wright? I was summoned for urgent business.
Who I am depends on who you're asking. Let us adjourn to the interview room so I may better acquaint myself with your urgent business. Please be seated, Miss.
Miss Vinci. Teresa Vinci of Stapleton. How do you do?
Well, Miss Vinci, much better now. Your face looks strangely familiar. Might you be an actress?
Me? An actress? Heavens no. I wouldn't know the first thing on being on stage. I'm a scientist.
A scientist, you say? I don't think I've ever seen a woman scientist before. What a pity. With a face as sweet as yours, you should be on stage for all to see.
Yes, well, there are quite many well-renowned and well-acclaimed women scientists all over around the world.
Well, if they all look like you, I've definitely been looking at all the wrong places. So, Miss Vinci, tell me about this urgent business.
Yes, well, I assume it's about my partner, Mr. Bessel.
Ah, the madman of the market. I knew that I knew you from somewhere. Here we are again, you and me, still thinking you'd save that maniac.
I'm sorry. The blow to my head's made things hazy in regards to that night.
I wondered what happened to you after the blow to your head. I'm glad to see the shot you took didn't leave any permanent damage to that pretty face of yours. Now that would have been the real crime.
Your concern is quite touching.
Just part of my charm. Funny, I didn't think you were the one that only Bessel has been asking for the whole time.
Yes, and if you let me see him...
No, my dear. You simply may not see him, you see. He's shackled head and foot, a holding cell. After what he did, we can't be too careful.
But it's a matter of life and death.
Yes, I've heard that before. No, you won't be seeing Bessel anytime soon. What's that you're holding?
It's my research. Well, my partners and mine.
Research, you say?
Yes, in the spectral sciences.
Right, a scientist. I've often thought, why can't all you scientists go out and get real jobs, always searching for this or that? Why can't you all just leave this world well enough alone? Maybe you need some strong and handsome man to show you it's really important in this life. Inspector Wright, good evening, sir.
You said you were Inspector Wright!
No.
Why do you have a witness on the interview? Tubbs, what's going on here?
Well, you see, sir.
He told me he was you.
No, not true.
Constable Tubbs, were you impersonating your superior again?
No, sir.
He was pretending to be you.
No, you only assumed I was Inspector Wright. I never actually said I was him.
Well, you didn't deny it!
Constable Tubbs, if I ever catch you pretending to be any other than your lowly self again, you will find yourself without a job. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
And what have you learned from...
She's Bessel's partner, Miss Vinci.
I should have missed as much. And what have you learned from Miss Vinci?
She's a scientist, a woman scientist, a master in the spectral sciences. Boo!
Yes. Tubbs, how about you make yourself worthwhile for a change and check on the other prisoners?
Are you sure, sir? She looks like she might need some extra special attention, if you know what I'm saying.
Yes, I'm sure.
Right.
Sorry. Miss Vinci, I'm Inspector William Wright, Scotland Yard, and I appreciate your diligence.
Oh, Miss Vinci, that costume's awful fierce. Would you like a cup of tea?
Yes,
Tubbs?
Would you want something sweet in it, sugar, honey?
Honey, please.
Tubbs?
That would please me a great deal.
Tubbs!
Yes, sir!
I would like some as well.
Some of what, sir?
Some tea.
Sir, your usual?
Yes, please.
Right. 3 sugars and milk for the inspector, and a dab of honey for Miss Vinci. Anything else?
No, just the tea. Sorry. These people are just not cut out to be good officers. Or decent people, for that matter. Where were we?
Introductions, I believe.
Yes, quite right. Miss Vinci, I am Inspector William Wright of Scotland Yard, and I appreciate your diligent response to my summons. I'm sure you have deduced that this is in reference to the incident of 3 nights past, regarding one Mr. Bessel.
Yes.
And you do indeed know Mr. Bessel.
Yes, quite intimately.
He has spun us this very intriguing yet secret story regarding the night. He stated that you'd be able to prove his story.
Yes, I'd be allowed to see him. I can show you the proof that you need.
So you're part of this little charade.
No, sir. I'm part of these disturbing events. 'Tis no charade.
He's claiming that he was possessed.
Yes, he attacked me. His own friend nearly blinded me. Tell me, sir, who attacks their own friend and not be possessed?
I surely hope you have better proof than his alleged possession in him attacking a friend. I've seen a lifelong mate of mine stab a friend in his belly for no reason at all.
Yes, sir. There is much more that you need to know, that you need to understand.
Very well. Then I think it might be best to start from the beginning.
As you wish. I met Mr. Vessel in year 1888 when I was presenting my disassociation in the conscious mind. Much to my chagrin, it was received with a tepid response from the scientific community. Gentlemen, I'm Teresa Vinci of Stapleton, and tonight I will challenge and overcome your preconceived notions of the conscious mind. I have spent these past few years studying the men and women of London's asylum, which they were stricken with mania, otherwise known as lunacy. As such, when one of the unfortunate expires, the caretakers of the asylum provided me with the opportunity to examine the brains. That I provide to the mortuary, of course. Now, gentlemen, I have noticed a peculiar appearance situated in the arcuate part of the brain, deep inside the core. This part is known as the unseen eye, which is also known as the pineal eye. Now, during these past years in my research of the destitute brains, I have gathered some quite fascinating subjects. As such, may I introduce subject A to you.
Miss Vinci, you are subjecting us to a great deal. Even more personal and esteemed, Dr. Trevis presented the Everman before us. Perhaps a good soak might be in order for this one.
Yes. What was your name?
Mr. George Vessel of the Albany.
Yes, Mr. George Vessel of the Albany. And my deepest condolences for any offense to your dainty and delicate olfactory senses, such as yours. Now, as I was examining, I came across certain wonders. I hypothesized that the pineal eye serves as a gateway in and out of the conscious mind. Now, do tell me, I ask you, what transpired to make this man from such a lucid clarity, such a wonderful man indeed, to become in this state? Sheer madness.
He doesn't seem to be quite the monster you would have us to believe.
Well, yes. Due to his propensity of violence, he receives sedation treatments daily, mostly as not to cause any harm to himself or any others. As I stated, I believe that the pineal eye serves as a gateway in and out of the conscious mind.
Gentlemen! Miss Vinci, are you suggesting that this pineal eye can allow consciousness to exit and inversely also enter a body? Much like slipping off and on a pair of boots.
Yes. I believe that this man before you no longer contains the butcher of Piccadilly of who he was before, rather a malevolent entity.
Lie! Lie!
Sir,
Lie! Lie!
quick, we must catch him before he hurts himself or someone else.
So you thought that this butcher was going to bring you fame and fortune, much like the Elephant Man.
Fame, Yes, but not fortune. I had no intent on exploiting the butcher like those that had exploited Joseph Merrick. I thought he was the proof that I needed for the metaphysical realm. Or I thought that he was.
For all your troubles, you were the laughing stock of the science exposition.
Yes, humiliated. Galileo had proof, and I needed proof of the spiritual realm. Nothing.
Did Bessel think you a fool too?
No. He was quite fascinated with my reason. Kindred spirits, him and I. After that night, when we ran out, we connected, became partners, traveled around the world searching for answers.
Perfect. And what became of your mad butcher?
I don't know. After that night, it was like he had disappeared.
You do realize what began that very month.
Oh yes, I oft thought that maybe it coincided with the madness of the Whitechapel. But there was no way the mad butcher could have committed these crimes.
Ma'am, 5 women were murdered in cold blood. Their throats were cut wide open like animals to slaughter. He desecrated their bodies and took pieces of them. Madness does not describe the hell we lived in 1888.
Oh yes, but the butcher could have not committed these crimes. He was mad.
He was roaming London round, free as a bird, and Scotland Yard searched for him without ceasing, foregoing breaks and meals and sleep. Shift after shift, we had become strangers to our families, and all of our efforts lampooned on the papers. Demoted. But despite all of our efforts, he did not think to share this information with Scotland Yard.
Do not lay the blame of your men at my feet. I did not report him because there was no way he could have done these crimes. He wore not but the rags on his back. He resembled more animal than man. Do not lay the blame of your men at my feet.
And where is that?
Lay it on those that failed to catch him.
Miss Vince, I see that you're not only a self-professed expert in the metaphysical realm, but in murder inquest as well. So tell me, what became of your mad butcher?
He's dead. Christmas '88. He washed ashore, loaded by the fines, in quite advanced decay. Cause of death? He slashed his own wrist. He had not the capacity to send you notes. He was mad. So, sir, do not lay the blame on me.
Miss Vinci, I took you for an intelligent woman. Do you really believe everything the papers report? Perhaps you've seen the hellhounds roaming around England, stealing souls for the devil. Or perhaps you've heard the herd of swine is dwelling in the sewers.
Of course not. How preposterous.
As is the paper's assertions that all the murders going on in London were the work of the Ripper. I worked those murder inquests. In '88, he stopped.
I'm sorry, sir, but what does this have to do with George?
Vinci, I apologize. You're quite right. The Ripper's an occupational hazard. All these years, I've just feared I would never catch you. But let us continue with your story. Did you ever get to inspect this butcher's brain?
Yes.
His unseen eye.
And I as suspected, there was damage to his pineal eye.
Excuse me, sir, but tea is up.
Thank you, Tubbs.
Here you go, nice and hot.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Let us move forward to the events of the 13th.
Yes. That afternoon, Bessel and I had planned to meet in the park near Piccadilly. We were there to discuss our research findings in the spiritual realm.
Have you solved our dilemma?
What? Oh, Bessel, you're here! Is it time for a meeting already?
It's quite alright. Have you been here long?
Well, if you're already here, then I must have been here all afternoon.
You must have crafted quite a plan for experimentation.
Well, Basil, I've been cover to cover, page to page, looking for something new to try. A new chant, a new meditation, nothing. 1,000 times I tried, and 1,000 times I failed.
Not you, Teresa, we. We have tried 1,000 different possibilities that will not unlock that door. But through the process of elimination, we shall find our success.
What are we? On the doorsteps of the spiritual realm, just knocking and hoping it'll swing wide open?
Yes, and tonight that door will swing wide open.
George,
Teresa,
I can't do this anymore.
Teresa, please, wait, stop! Please, wait just a second. I can't believe what I'm hearing. Do you remember your 27th birthday?
Yes, I lost a lot that day.
Your father said that if you didn't give up your foolish and immoral research and marry the man he chose for you, he would disinherit you. You would lose your family's name, wealth, and honor. And did you give up?
Of course not. I wasn't about to be sold off like some aristocratic brood mare.
You stood in your father's luxurious estate and said that he would not have to inherit you, because you would disown him and his sexist and bigoted ways.
Mother almost fainted that day. Father just stood there, fish clenched, purple face. I thought he was about to have an aneurysm.
And you became a new woman that day, Miss Teresa Vinci.
Yes. I took grandmother's maiden name as she was the only one that had believed in my research.
When the Dean of the Academy of Sciences refused to allow you to participate in an exhibition, did you give up?
Of course not. I don't know what he found more repulsive, my research or my sex.
You told him that fear to insist with his folly, that he would have to step aside of the dispute. It was his choice, fisticuffs or pistols.
Luckily, he was a coward at heart and didn't deign to take me up on my offer.
When all your benefactors that supported your research abandoned you after the mishap at the Academy, did you give up on your dream?
Of course not. They think they could buy my affection by supporting my research. Plus, I found a new benefactor that night.
I thought I was a part of your research.
You are. I mean, were.
Teresa, you can't quit now. If you quit, where will you go? What will you do?
I might as well have settled down. It seems to suit most women.
You're not most woman. The fellowship, Miss Teresa Vinci, settled down to start a family. Have you ever met a man that could tame you?
An unlovable beast, am I?
Of course not.
Now what am I?
A raging inferno.
You don't think I won't have marriage proposals falling down at my feet?
I think I have more of a chance to meet a married man than you.
Am I that bad?
Of course not, my dear. Your passion personified. Have given me someone so strong, so driven. How can a home in a country ever hope to contain a force of nature such as yourself?
George, you're a true companion and friend.
And for the sake of our friendship, accompany me once more.
George,
One more time, please.
I can't do this anymore.
Tonight, and if it doesn't work out, we'll burn this 10th journal. And we'll both shall find a husband.
I wave my white handkerchief in surrender.
That is a relief.
We are to commence our experiments, and we best start at 6 this evening, I guess.
Yes, and tonight we shall tear down the belt shroud that separates us from the shadow of our world.
And let us prepare for our training.
Yes, as since the transference shall begin.
Tonight, my friend.
Tonight. Teresa? Teresa, are you there? Teresa, where are you? I can't see you.
George?
Teresa, Teresa, you must find me, please.
George?
Help me.
Where did he? He was just here. He's done it. He's goddamn done it. We're gonna be famous.
So, he appeared to you in your room, like an apparition?
Yes. It was like he was there. But he wasn't there. A pale reflection of who he was. I know it sounds rather foolish.
No, not foolish. It sounds plain crazy, not foolish. But what can you expect from a woman?
Thank you, Tubbs.
You're welcome, sir. Just trying to do my part. So what crazy thing is she gonna say next?
Tubbs, I didn't actually mean thank you. I meant that you and your assessment are not needed at the moment. You
Sorry.
can leave the thinking to me.
Sorry, sir. Was that my cue to leave?
Yes, it was.
Oh, right.
Tubbs,
Yes, sir?
as long as you wear this uniform, you will refer to me, your superior, by my proper name and title, Inspector Wright, not by my last name. Do you understand? Inspector Wright.
Yes, right. I mean, yes, sir, Inspector Wright. I have to go.
Sorry, where were we?
The crazy thing she was
Go! Sorry. You were about to tell me about the unbelievable thing that happened next.
Yes. I traveled to Bessel's residence and to revel in our success.
And was he there to accept your congratulations?
It was quite a different scene, I'm afraid. Bessel? Are you here? Have you already started partying without me? You do realize in your joviality you have ransacked your own apartment. What have you been drinking? Must have run a rather close to me here. Oh, George, you set fire to your cheap curtains. Oh no. Porter, come quick, there's a fire, come quick!
Hoy! Blasted! Mr. Benson got himself a mess this time.
You come with all the fire buckets.
I got one. What do you think this is? I'm not the bloody fire brigade.
Of course not. Hurry and help me douse the curtains.
Did you mean now?
Yes, I meant now before the whole bloody apartment burns down to the ground.
I think that has done it. So much for fan of these Smith's curtains. I'm gonna just set them ablaze.
George, where are you?
I don't think you'll be answering.
And why not?
He ran out of here with a grin in his eyes.
Ran out?
I went like this. To see those burglars or large rats. He wasn't there. I couldn't hear anything. Sounded like he had someone in there. Maybe it was rats or burglars. I'm not sure.
Yes, you said that already. Till you went in?
No, oh, I just remembered. He ran out and he nearly knocked me over.
Did he go anywhere? Did he tell you anything?
Yes, he said one word.
Yes.
No, it wasn't yes. It was life.
He said life?
Yes. But not in a normal sort of way, more like an old toad. Lie!
Did he say anything else? Did he go anywhere?
Oh! He looked me in the eyes. He looked me in the eyes. In the eyes. And he laughed. He went, Then he ran into Biggle Street.
Did he go anywhere? Did he tell you where he went aside from Biggle Street?
No.
So he didn't tell you anything else?
Maybe it was a toothache.
A toothache?
Yeah, sure, I've had those. Nearly makes me want to climb the walls. Climb the walls. But if it was a toothache, why would he say life? He would have said, tooth.
Why did he say those things? Did he say anything else?
No.
Do you think, where would he go?
Maybe the barbershop to get pulled.
The barbershop.
Sure.
It probably wasn't a toothache then.
I guess not. Will you be needing anything else?
No, that'll be all. Your excuse.
I'll be going then.
Yes. Yes?
It is customary as gratuity for the exceptional service I just assisted. I just saved Bishop Vessel's apartment from burning to the ground.
Exceptional service. Port for the port. It's a good year.
A port for the porter, my eye. How about a damn pound for the porter, you damn Scrooge.
George, where are you? Where did he go?
Teresa, help me, please. Help me. Our time is out. Time's running out. Please, help me.
George!
So what can you tell them about Mr. Best?
Can we sit down?
Yes, you may.
He's a man. A man. A bit of a strange man. Always chanting and meditating. Sounded like some devil hocus pocus to me. Always conversing with that Lady Vincy, an unmarried woman in his apartment all hours of the night, meddling with best things left undisturbed. No wonder he's smitten with such a terrible affliction.
Pardon. What affliction?
Plague!
A plague?
Yes, sir. Just right out of the Exodus it is.
Balls and swords?
Worse. That just was so severe, it drove him plumb mad. Nearly burnt down all of the albany. I would have just thrown those Schnitz curtains I had just saved it from Mr. Bell's room.
Miss Vincy gave testimony that Bessel had spoken to you before departing from the album.
He leaned in real close. His hands twisted up like claws. Like claws. His face covered in wine stains. Wine stains! And said, LIFE!
And then what happened?
He laughed.
Laughed?
Like a cackling witch!
Dobbs! Sir,
Please escort our guest to a holding cell.
right away.
Best watch out for that one, sir! The devil's bride she is!
Please, have a seat, Vincy.
Thank you for the respect.
Talking about these things seems to have troubled you.
Yes. Each subsequent revelation has troubled and perplexed me more than its predecessors. My truth upended. Fact became fiction and fiction became fact.
I see.
Pardon me, sir, but you don't. I have spent years of my life researching this, and once I almost had it in my grasp, it nearly consumed me. It has threatened to destroy Mr. Bessel, and when he is proven innocent, I am burning this damn journal with all its research. I would not let it consume me again.
Perhaps we're not so different, you and I. Tormented by the unending search for truth. I do understand what it's like to be haunted, tortured by an obsession. I do indeed. So tell me, where did you go searching for Bessel?
Well, apart from Porter's suggestion that I search for him in the barber shop where he was getting his tooth pulled.
Was he there at the barber?
No? I don't know.
And why not?
Because I didn't go.
Can't even follow up a reliable tip. Well, you certainly would not make a good policeman.
And neither will you if you don't shut your bloody mouth. Not another word, Tubbs. So, what did you do next?
Well, I was searching for Bessel all over the streets. Biggle Street, where the barber shop is. I don't know. I heard a commotion. And my curiosity got the best of me. And imagine my surprise when I found your man at the scene of the crime.
Tubbs? Damn it, Tubbs, speak! Is this true?
Yes, sir. Every word.
And what did you see?
Madness, sir. Pure madness. What's all this commotion?
He'll hear you.
Who will?
It's a madman. He did put in closures at the biggest window. Then he attacked the merchants with a walking stick. Then he took the tenant by his head clean off. After that, he turned over his shopping cart into the street. Turnips everywhere.
I don't particularly like turnips either.
Oh God, here he comes.
Ugh. Hey, you! Put that down and you won't get hurt. No, I meant the stick. Put down the stick. No, stick! Stick!
George! Is that you? George, how did he... Unhand me, good sir. This man is my research partner. George, how did you do it? George?
Oh! Murderer! Help me! The murderer! Oh, God! Lying! Lying! Boss.
Where did he go? Hey, look over there. Are they dead? Wake up, are you hurt?
They can't kill me! He's a madman!
No, you don't understand. He was possessed.
Did you hear that? He's possessed. I sent this level back to her.
Please. He's a good man. Please.
Like hell he is! Off with his head!
He's this way. Miss Vinci. Porter?
Looks like you took a nasty blow to the head.
Oh. Bessel. I must find Bessel.
How about we go back to your place for a nice lie down?
Bessel, he's in trouble.
Yes, he did. Go on.
I tried to take Miss Vinci home, but she would have none of it. She just kept going on and on about finding Mr. Bezel, that he was in danger. So I figured I would follow my suspicions and look for Mr. Bezel.
And where was that?
The barber shop. Where else? The haunted house?
Was he there?
Nope. But I looked real hard and real long with the money Miss Vinci gave me to look for him.
What money?
I shouldn't have said that, should I?
That would be an understatement. Dobbs!
Yes, sir.
Please escort our guest to a holding cell.
What?
He'll be staying with us for quite a while.
Right away.
Sir!
Get up.
Sir!
Get up. Up.
I will repay him!
Get up.
I swear! Sir!
Up there.
Please, have a seat, Miss Vinci. So as I've been told, you were half out of your mind while Porter looked for him. That's his name, right?
Yes.
So do you really expect me to believe that he appeared to you on the street and in your room?
Oh yes, sir. I found it hard to believe myself. When I saw Basil, it was not him, but an empty shell of the man of who he was. It was like he was possessed by a stranger.
Frankly, I find this hard to fathom.
Sir, as did I. Look, I have what you need, evidence, please, and you have to believe me.
After you saw his evil spirits,
His disembodied consciousness.
after you saw whatever it was that he saw, what did you do next?
As dawn became day, and day became evening, I was stricken with the idea that if Basil had not been found, then I was lost. I wandered without much sense of direction, hoping, conjuring the vision of when Basil's spirit called out to me. Unknowingly, my feet led me to the park where Basil and I had talked about our research before.
And what did you do?
I pondered and I hoped. I was wondering if the Scotland Yard had not found him, then hope would have been lost.
But he wasn't captured.
No, he was not.
Do you know anything that Bessel did in those early hours of the morning?
No, I don't. The blow to my head must have been harder than I thought. Because when I came to, I was lying in front of the barber shop, and my couch empty.
We took care of that. Would you like to know what your Mr. Bessel did while you sought the park?
Yes, I'll be very interested to know.
My officers found a woman. She had been assaulted, raped, and murdered.
That's horrendous, but what does this have to do with George?
Well, her throat was cut open wide, just like the other women in '88.
Wait. I'm sorry, but I believe, are you implying that George is Jack the Ripper?
No, I'm not implying that.
Thank heavens.
No, I am accusing him of being Jack the Ripper.
Tubbs! Yes, sir.
Please, send an officer to summon Magistrate Carson.
Sir, at this hour?
Yes, and tell him that we have finally caught the Ripper.
Right away, sir.
But you don't understand. George could have not have done these things. Please, sir, he wouldn't hurt a fly. He wouldn't have.
The man that you're defending attacked many innocent men, women, and children, and then he set ablaze into many shops in the market. I doubt there's much he isn't capable of.
But you don't understand. George could not have done these things. He was possessed.
Fine, go on. Convince me.
Well, without much hope in finding Vessel, I went to Madame Bullock's place. I thought that she could help me as she was very well known in the spiritual realm.
Get your papers. Madness in the market. Dozens roses. Read all about it.
Hello?
I've been expecting you, Miss Vincent.
Well, your maidservant bid me to come in.
Ah, yes. She's quite a dutiful servant, but she's not like you and I.
What do you mean?
She is not a sojourner of our world, the darkness beyond.
How did you know?
I know a great many things about you, Miss Vincent. I know that you have traveled far and wide to unlock the sight of the inner eye.
Yes. My partner and I traveled to India to speak with a Hindu spiritualist.
You did not find the answers you sought?
No, we did not.
But things have changed, and now you need the help of Madame Bullock. Please, join me at the table. What's the matter?
My partner, he disappeared and I'm looking for him.
Your Mr. Bessel is not lost.
Then where is he?
You know that he has been with you.
What do you mean?
Don't pretend that you haven't seen him, heard him.
Well, yes, I think that I have seen him, heard him, but
It's not Mr. Bessel you see, rather his body.
how do you know these things?
I told you, you're not the only one that peers long into the darkness, into the shadow of our world.
Can you help me find him?
We'll see. I need seance candles. They're on the top shelf. Please, give me these. Are they lit?
Yes.
Hold it close. Embrace the inner flame and focus your inner eye. The unseen eye shall find its sight to open the door to shadow and light. The unseen eye shall find its sight to open the door to shadow and light. The unseen eye shall find its sight to open the door to shadow and light. The unseen eye shall find its sight to open the door to shadow and light. Where is she? I must find her. Please, tell her that I love her. Please. Who are you? I will kill you. As God is my witness, I will kill you. Speak to me. Mommy? Where am I? I don't like this place. It's so dark. It's cold. Where are you? Please, find me in my sleep. I'll lay down and I'll close my eyes and I'll wait for you to find me.
Bessel? Is that... Are you...
Sir, a cup of water.
Please, my throat so dry.
A cup of water.
Bessel! Please.
Water.
The unseen eye should find its sight to open the door to shadow and light. The unseen eye should find its sight to open the door to shadow and light. The unseen eye should find its sight to open the door to shadow and light. The unseen eye should find its sight to open the door to shadow and light.
I was innocent! I never stole nothing. Damn you! You lied to save yourself. You said that I stole the bread, but I never did! Damn you!
Who are you? Stay away from me. No! Stop! Let go of me! No! Stop! No!
Find me! Trial! Excavation! Baker Street! You must find me! Time's now! Please help me! Help me!
Miss Vincy! Miss Vincy! Have you returned to the light?
Bessel. John. Observation tree. Baker Street. I must find him!
Hurry. You must be quick. His body is dying. You must be quick.
And what if I can't find him?
And he shall remain in the darkness.
Those things, they were people?
Perhaps there were ones like us. But the darkness corrupts and changes. Apart from our world, we do not understand. There's far much worse things in the darkness, far much worse.
Just now, they were here. Just where? They were here.
Miss Teresa Vincy, have you not learned a thing? They still are.
Is that where you found them? On Baker Street?
Yes. After fiercely searching up and down all over, looking for a sign, anything that might point me to what Bessel told me. I asked the policeman, but they thought I was foolish.
Yes. I imagine they did.
Well, as I was searching for hours, I came across a sunken excavation site. It was abandoned for the electric railway, I believe. I climbed up the protected hoarding, and once I reached the top, I spied Bessel down below. Luckily, he hadn't succumbed to his injuries or dehydration. The men were able to lower some ropes and pull him out, get him the help that he needed.
If this is your evidence, Ms. Vincy, I am not convinced.
Ask your man Tubbs! You had to believe me. After searching all over London, how can you explain that I found him on Baker Street?
Because perhaps you are part of this charade.
Ask your man Tubbs! He was there! Bessel attacked me just like he attacked everyone else!
Fine! Then you found it by coincidence. But I will not for 1 second give any credit or reliability to this dog and pony show you concocted.
Then perhaps it's just coincidence that the woman that was found 3 nights ago has nothing to do with Bessel!
No! We
We finally have our man. Your friend is a murderer, and Magistrate Carson will set this to right. Now, all there is left to determine is whether you are or are not an accomplice to murder.
You fool! You will hate anyone you can for those crimes! Bessel could have not and would have not murdered those women!
No! We finally have our man. Your friend is the Ripper. He is Jack the Ripper.
You don't understand!
Pardon me, sir, but Magistrate Carson has arrived, and he is none too pleased.
Never mind that. Send in Carson and fetch Bessel. Magistrate Carson, thank you so much for coming this evening.
Evening! Look what you've done! Are you gonna fix it?
Right away, sir.
This evening, no one wakes me up in the middle of the damn night.
I'm sorry, but I have proof that I found the Ripper.
Your man said some gibberish about 6 women being murdered by some demon-possessed doctor in Devil's Bride. For your sake, I do hope this is not nonsense.
Teresa, you're here.
I couldn't let you take the fall for a research, now could I?
Teresa, please don't.
Enough! What is your name?
Mr. George Bessel of Albany.
George Bessel. I know of your family, but then again, who doesn't? A man of your station standing here before me. What is the noble Mr. Bessel accused of?
Murdering 6 women?
There was nothing in the papers about 6 women being murdered.
Well-
Just that incident in the market.
Well, only one woman was just found, murdered 3 nights past, by this man.
1 woman is not 6! Or have you gone daft? No one wakes me in the middle of the night for a murdered woman!
But sir, we finally caught the Ripper.
And how is this connected to the woman in 88?
Excellent question, sir. How is this connected to the woman of 88?
Who are you and where is your husband?
I'm proud to say I have no husband. I'm Teresa Vinci of Staple Inn.
No husband out at this time of night? I see what kind of company you keep, Inspector Wright. Huh. Now, how is this connected to the other murders?
Our victim was murdered and butchered, just like the other women in 88. He even took part of her as a souvenir.
Are you completely certain this is the same man who murdered these other women?
Yes, sir. No doubt about it. There cannot be 2 such men who have perpetrated the horrors that I have seen. He is the Ripper beyond any doubt. I would stake my career on it.
You would stake your career. You have already been demoted of your failures in this case once. Do you want to add more to it?
No, sir. But this time is different.
And what evidence have you gathered?
He was last seen at the market attacking anyone who stood in his path, not 4 blocks from the location of the murders. And we have eyewitnesses that put him in the location, then disappeared for many hours before being found on Baker Street covered in blood.
Seems compelling.
He even attacked his own research partner, Teresa Vinci, and he called her friend, a madman.
A man such as yourself, associated with this woman is bad enough. But these accusations, well, Mr. Bessel, mad man of the market, as they're calling you in the papers, what have you to say about your whereabouts?
It wasn't me, sir.
What is your alibi?
You wouldn't believe me if I tried.
Sounds like a guilty man to me.
Magistrate Carson, let me explain. He has an alibi.
What was that?
He was possessed by an evil entity.
An evil entity, you say?
Yes, and if you allow me, I can show you.
Go ahead.
Well, it doesn't exactly work like that.
Right, I remember my dear old grandmother telling me about spirits, demons, and leprechauns, and how they're so afraid of the police station. So you just want me to take your word for it and let Mr. Bessel go?
But sir, if you have seen what I have seen, heard what I've heard, then you would understand.
I'd sooner believe the herd swines of the London sewers than this rubbish.
Let me show you. The unseen eye should find insight to open the door to shadow and light. The
Was this
unseen
supposed to
eye should
accomplish
find
something?
insight to open the door
Oh
to
wait,
shadow
I
and
think I
light.
can feel them.
The
They must be
unseen
around
eye
us
should find
now.
insight to open the door to shadow and light.
What's that you say?
The
I
unseen
can't
eye
hear you.
should find
Speak
insight
louder.
to open the door
Enough
to
with
shadow
this
and light.
blasted chanting!
I think I hear something. What's that you say? You don't say. Don't worry, my dear. I will tell them. I will tell them all.
Have you gone mad too, son?
The spirits have told me that George Bessel is Jack the Ripper.
Enough! This woman's nonsense has infected you all in the head. Your alibi is by far the most concocted falsehood I have ever heard in my years in the bench. Mr. Bessel, you are hereby charged with the murder of 6 women. Take Bessel to Old Bailey to stand trial. Miss Vinci, collect your things and go.
The other nights! You haven't asked about the other nights!
How does that get me to my bed sooner?
Sir, I know you're an honest and fair man, and you would have deigned to see an innocent person locked up.
Fine, right. Ask.
But sir,
You heard me. Humor the lady. Ask about the other nights.
yes, sir.
Get on with it.
George Bessel, where were you on those nights that the other women were murdered?
Which nights were those?
That's tough, huh? Alright. Where were you August 31st when Nichols was murdered? And Chapman on September 9th? Stride and Edos on September 30th? And Kelly on November 8th?
Sir, are you certain of these dates?
Have I not said as much? He killed all those innocent women and just killed another woman 3 nights past. He is the Ripper.
And you are certain that one man and one man only committed these crimes?
Are you deaf, woman? He murdered all of those women, those poor innocent women, and he just attacked a bunch of innocent men, women, and children instead of blaze to a bunch of markets.
Then Bessel cannot be your man.
Pardon?
What do you mean?
It's all here in our research log. October 15, 1888. Bessel and I had just left for expedition in India to meet with a Hindu spiritualist. And what? Oh, and I remember, the mad butcher also washed up ashore, blooded by the fines. He could have not been your man.
Let me see that. How?
Well. Looks like it isn't Jack the Ripper after all.
But sir, the witnesses.
You. Tubbs.
My name is actually Tubbo, sir.
Sir, Wright here has been demoted. How does Inspector Tubbo sound?
Like a dream come true.
Fantastic.